Capcom just released new footage of the Stalking monster from Resident Evil 9, and as you can expect, it's pretty terrifying. Yeah, and also, no. And also, is that a Resident Evil character that we already know? More on that later. The reason we see the monster is because Capcom let a bunch of the media play the demo, and today was the day they could talk about it and showcase it. The demo itself is pretty straightforward, and now with this new footage, we see exactly how Grace escapes. She basically analyzes the situation and solves the problem, just like her job with the FBI. So Grace might not be your typical Resident Evil character that's not scared of anything, but she is very, very smart. And now that she's free, she's got to get out. But she finds a locked door, and guess what? It's missing a fuse because Resident Evil. Then in the middle, a bunch of scary stuff happens, but in the end, you guessed it, you find the fuse, you hit the button, and you escape and the demo ends. But the demo analysis doesn't end because we've got a lot to talk about, and my number one takeaway was, this monster looks a lot like Alyssa Ashcroft. Just a few hours ago, it was revealed to us that Grace Ashcroft was actually present when her mother, Alyssa, was murdered. However, right at the end of the footage, we don't actually see what happens to Alyssa. Grace assumes that she is murdered, but if Alyssa's the monster, there's more to this story. What do you think? Is this monster actually Grace's mother? Let me know in the comments. Aside from the monster reveal, items were also revealed. The first item is the med injector, which looks like it's how we restore our health. However, don't worry, green herbs are in the game. Also in the game, classic handgun ammo. Next is an empty bottle, which you can throw to cause a distraction to the monster. And then classic items like a special key, the handy dandy lighter, and then some puzzle items like you gotta find the screwdriver so you can unscrew the box with the fuse. And is Capcom trolling us because they put an empty ink ribbon in the game and said it's useless? Some other techniques are we see you can push and pull things, and you can turn lights off and on. Plus, as we mentioned, you can throw bottles to distract the monster. Let's let IGN explain.
As you might expect, they're primarily used as a distraction tool, drawing the stalker's attention to the other end of the hallway and buying you time to slip past his pursuer.
Of course, you can find notes and files. And if you like jump scares, there are jump scares. Have I mentioned the monster has its own techniques too? And remember, you can choose first person or third person. And the developer even recommends the camera angle for the specific scene. Now here's the most important thing about all this gameplay. This is like a really short demo and possibly a short part of the game. We don't know how long the monster is going to follow you, if it's just in one segment, or if it's going to happen throughout the game. For now, the demo can only be played at select gaming conferences. However, we're hoping that Capcom will let everyone play the demo sometime soon. A bunch of different media outlets got to play the demo, so there are lots of different videos that you can find on YouTube. Once you watch them, let me know in the comments what you think about the demo, what you think is going to happen in the real game, and all of your thoughts on Resident Evil 9 Requiem.